Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What do? We swim, swim.
Dory.
I love to swim in.
Dory.
When you want to swim, you want
See,
to
I'm gonna
keep
get stuck now with that song. Now it's in my head.
Sorry.
Hello and welcome. You could guess we are talking about Finding Nemo today. Finding Nemo was released in 2003, and it's a really cool story about an overprotective father who is paranoid about letting his son go and has to face everything to get his son back because of his overprotectiveness. But it's a really cool story, and it's a really important moral story, and I love this movie so much. It stars Ellen DeGeneres, who we all know. She was also a part of Ellen's Energy Ride, which is now gone away.
This is not real. This is the robot they used for Ellen's Energy Adventure? That is so offensive. That is like
for Guardians of the Galaxy. So, I mean, she's cool, but we had enough time. And I don't mind, because she's still a part of other Disney attractions. She's still within the Disney park. She's Dory. So she is going to be immortalized as Dory. She's not going anywhere.
Hi, I'm Dory.
Hi, Dory.
And well, I don't think I've ever eaten a fish.
So, I think we're okay to replace that with Guardians. I'm not mad about it. Obviously not, because I'm a Marvel fan, but that's not the point. The point today is we're going to be talking about Finding Nemo. This movie is beautiful. The story is really important to tell, especially because it's basically just being like, it's okay. It has really great morals, and it just basically reminds you that it's going to be alright, everything is good, and instead of clutching on as tight as possible, just let things go and everything will be fine. And the characters work really well together. Marlin is a very serious type who is just paranoid about everything, and Nemo is just his rebel son who just wants to be able to be thug. He's really thug. He especially when he touches that boat, it's just like thug life.
Don't you dare! If you put one fin on that boat, are you listening to me? Don't touch the boat. Oh.
Then we have Dory for the comic relief. She does a really great job as a supporting character, and she has really great comedy relief, and it's not too much, it's just a little bit here and there sprinkled in, and it works really well. All the characters are really memorable characters. You have Bruce, you have the sharks, you have Crush, Squirt, Mr. Ray. All the sea creatures are very memorable. You don't really forget any of their names. And I think that's really important in a film, to be able to really remember every character, and even if you don't remember their names, you can point them out and they all have their distinctive looks and you know where they're from. Even the human characters are really memorable, but not in the good ways. They made humans look terrible on this film. The dentist, P. Sherman, is a terrible person.
Now he's doing the shoulder technique.
Oh, he's using a headstrom file.
That's not a headstrom file. That's a K-flex.
It's got a teardrop cross-section. Clearly a headstrom.
No, K-flex.
Headstrom.
K-flex!
I don't know what it is about dentists being horrible, portrayed to be horrible people, because I know I reference Little Shop of Horrors all the time, but that's the #1 example about dentistry being an evil job.
You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things. Son, be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane.
And P. Sherman follows suit. The things he says, and about how he wants to keep giving these fish to his niece, I think it is. I forget the family's resemblance, but Darla, who is also terrible. also really fun to quote. Why are you sleeping, Fishy? Fishy, wake up! I just like talking. I think honestly it's just fun to play annoying kids. Now that I know that I'm not an annoying kid anymore, it's fun to be able to portray them and then be able to stop. Just have a little bit of fun with it, but not do it 24/7. Fishy, wake up! I feel like I sound like Tommy Wiseau from the room. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
This time, the music is not by Randy Newman. No, instead it's by Thomas Newman, who is his cousin. So it's still continuing into the family, but he does a really fantastic job. It is a different type of sound compared to Randy Newman. I think Randy Newman has a really fancy jazz sound, which worked wonderful for Toy Story and for Princess and the Frog and for Monsters Inc. They all had that type of jazzy type of tone to them, but this one's underwater and it is a lot more cinematic. And I love the score. I love the opening score. It's just so relaxing. I think because the ocean can be such a relaxing place. It can be dangerous too, but it just can be so relaxing, and I really, really, really love the film score. I can just put it on and listen to it, and I really love that it's now the area music for the Living Seas because it's just so relaxing when you're in that area. And just like every other Pixar property we've talked about, this one also is within the Disney parks. This has a lot of involvement in Disney. You have the Living Seas attraction in Epcot. Then you have a little ride, which is cute.
Oh, science treat, there's so much to know. Climb aboard, explorers, it's time to go.
Yes, have you seen him?
Seen who? Hi, I'm Dory.
I am looking for my son.
Ooh, I can help.
I do enjoy it, but I wish they never changed it personally to me. I remember when the Living Seas was the actual Living Seas and it was just about aquarium life, and you got to go onto this ride of just these moving cars that were white cars, and they took you through the aquarium and you got to really see a lot more of the animals, of the sea animals. And I just remember I love aquariums. First of all, I'm really like, I relate to fish for multiple reasons. I love mermaids and fish now, and I'm just always grown up by the ocean, so it's always been an interest of mine. Even though it's not an active interest, I've always been appreciative of it. So I love just seeing them in their environment, and it's just really relaxing to me. And I just love the natural beauty of it, and that it wasn't related to anything. I didn't understand it back then, but now growing up I appreciated that I got to do it back then. Now you get on and you do the ride with Nemo and friends, go through and experience the ride, and then you come out to the sea base where you get to see a little bit of the aquarium. But even that is taken out so much by Nemo, and it's more interactive with Nemo.
We don't want to, but you can never stick your hand in. Oh.
But there's a spot. Stick your hand in.
I'm afraid.
Stick it in. Stick it in. Stick it in.
I'm afraid.
Do it, please.
Oh,
See, she did it.
Wow, really? Our skin is different than other fish. Sharks can give it a touch. Like
compared to actual animals. And it's cool. It definitely keeps kids' attention, but at the same time, it's also too much immersiveness within the characters. And my favorite thing with Epcot is that it wasn't heavily made with Disney characters, that they stayed away from it for the long time. And now we're getting all these Disney characters in our face again. And that's more with Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. It fits in better, but Epcot should still be a little bit less, but that's my personal rant about it. It still is a really fun ride. I really do enjoy it. And Turtle Talk with Crush is also cute too.
In Turtle Talk with Crush, you get to talk to Crush. He's actually there taking your questions. He'll interact with the kids on the floor.
And their reaction is as if they had seen Santa Claus and talked with him for the first time. It's just tremendous.
Again, they're more for kids only. I feel like adults, if you do it once or twice, it's cool, but it's not going to be something that you look forward to going on compared to Soarin' in Epcot, where you're just going on and exploring everything. But personal rant. We also do have Finding Nemo, the musical, which is in Animal Kingdom, and I believe Disney's California Adventure. So that one is also cool, and I love the look of it. It's really pretty, and they do a fantastic job with the costumes, but it's also very, very long. It's 45 minutes long, and I saw it once, wasn't a huge fan of their music, and never saw it again.
We're ready to go.
So this is an example where I appreciate the film more than the aftermath of products. I love this film. I think this film is fantastic, but I appreciate it as a film only. The ride is cute, the different attractions are cute, but they're not for me. There's so many other things in the parks that I would much rather go on. But that's just a side note, and as a film standpoint, this film's amazing. So watch the film. If you're in the parks, you can check the attractions out, but they're not as big a deal to me. But tomorrow we're gonna continue onward. We're gonna be talking about The Incredibles. So we're gonna go back to our superhero roots one more time. So stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon.